What's going on, Jerome's a wonderful Wednesday, and it's time for another Vikings news dump. Now, hopefully you're staying warm. If you're here in the great state of Minnesota, it is very cold, and also most places around the country above a certain latitude are also experiencing some not so great conditions. But not gonna lie, I don't mind the cold. And also I love that it's soup season. I just did up a really good butternut squash soup, like a roasted butternut squash soup. Plus, it was almost like a baba ganoush soup because I put some roasted eggplant in there too, because I love giving my wife eggplant. So roast that up, immersion blender. It's fantastic, man. Plus, so my grandma always made this fantastic like beef, barley, and rutabaga soup. Because that's something about like first generation or right off the boat Eastern European immigrants like my grandma was. They love them some turnips. They love them some rutabagas. They love them some root vegetables. But it's just so good, man. Also good is Kirky with Jerome's Eco cousin. So I like that the analytics community is starting to give Kirk the time of day, because I feel like what happened. So Kirk, a goober, yes. Kirk was a bit of a dork in Washington. Kirk was not earning his money the first couple years in Minnesota. We'll put it that way. And I feel like the stigma of that, and also like, oh, do you know what his Monday Night Football record is? Hashtag QB wins. I feel like people just got stuck in like, oh, we just need to poo-poo on Kirk Cousins, because that's what we do. And I feel like the media just got caught up in inertia with that. But Dylan Powell over at Powell Analytics put this out. Kirk Cousins has some of the greatest stats of all time among quarterbacks with at least 150 career games. So, I mean, that's good. CJ Stroud, not quite there. He'll get there. 1.8 touchdowns per game, fifth all time, trailing only Rodgers. That must be Carlos Rodgers, the cornerback. Manning, Breeze, and Brady. Perhaps you've heard of them. I don't know if that's Eli or Peyton Manning. 263.1 yards per game, sixth all-time behind Breeze, Stafford, Manning, Ryan, and Brady. 98.2 quarterback rating, fourth all-time after Rodgers, Wilson, and Breeze. In 2023, Cousins dominated, leading the league in the first two stats and placing third in passer rating among quarterbacks with a minimum of 8 games. So all of that is... Actually, I have an empty bowl of soup here. All of that is good. It is quite good. And you could say, well, when's Kirk ever done it in the clutch? When's Kirk blah, 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 blah. Show me where Kirk lost the Vikings the wild card game against the Giants. I understand you're going to say 4th and 8, but did he give up 31 points and 431 yards to Daniel Jones? Or did Kirk Cousins ball out that game? Go look at his stat line. Go look at the throws that he made. And also, people forget, like Kirk Cousins leading a game-winning drive in hostile territory in New Orleans during the wild card round of the 2019 season. People forget that. Just people's memory just goes blank. Like that had the Men in Black thing. Psh, the hell out of here. But Kirk Cousins, I mean, Kirk is still at the height of his power, man. It really is. Also, Justin Jefferson has already made it known that he would prefer to see Kirk Cousins back, but also Jordan Addison on the gram. Purple Valhalla putting this up. Addison put out pictures of him wearing the Kirk Cousins shirt, which I want to know who makes those shirts, because it's so awesome. It's like the late 80s, early 90s. Just everything is just blown up. It's like wolves howling at the moon. Shirts, they're fantastic. I love them. And then a picture with Kirko and Addison together, where, I mean, Addison had a bit of a year. Like, Addison caught passes from 4 different quarterbacks in his rookie year. Now, generally that would be very bad, but Addison still almost had 1,000 yards, had 10 touchdowns, but he really got things going with Kirk. And healthy Kirk, healthy JJ, healthy Addison, healthy Hawkinson. Like, I honestly think that quadrant could be one of the best in the game going forward, man. So really hoping that the band stays together for at least one more year. Also, something that's not together is, unfortunately, Hawkinson and Higbee's knee because of Kirby Joseph. Rap sheet, go. Rams tight end Tyler Higbee did, in fact, tear his ACL. And also, I feel like too many people's opinions of Tyler Higbee cloud their judgment with Kirby. Whereas, like, oh, it's okay because we don't like Tyler Higbee. No. What's right is right. What's wrong is wrong. After that brutal low hit by Lions safety Kirby Joseph. South said after the MRI, he faces a challenge to be ready for the start of next season. And Hockenson, I mean, even though his injury took place, a month ago, 3-4 weeks ago, still in a very similar boat. I think Hockenson might be a long shot to start the 2024 season fully healthy. Joseph wrote on social media, quote, "I don't have no intention to hurt nobody and or harm their career, but that type of play has led to numerous knee injuries." And the whole thing about it too is like, yes, defensive backs hit low, especially smaller DBs on large tight ends. Yes, but no one is consistently shredding knees. Like occasionally you have the one-off really unfortunate event, but we broke this down yesterday. Kirby Joseph consistently going low and consistently lowering his helmet, it just increases the likelihood of hits like this. And also we said it's bad for Kirby Joseph too, lowering his head, because something bad certainly could happen, man. Something bad happening, which is good for everyone else. But the Eagles are having their downfall, and I don't know what it is. I mean, Eagles fans are the worst, but I found that they have like a snarky wit, which is fantastic when it's directed at their own team. Like, I forget who put it out there. Someone had a great tweet where it's like, you MFers hate the Eagles. No one hates the Eagles more than me. And it was an Eagles fan. It's great. But I mean, their utter collapse from the 10-1 start. They were in the Super Bowl last year, gave that one away. But I mean, there's some great stuff out there. Like, I haven't seen an Italian fall out of favor this fast since Mussolini. I love historical jokes. Producer Allie knows what's up. And then, local radio station there. Howie Roseman and Nick Sirianni both deserve to be fired. I feel like that's a tenor of most of the fan base, and all of the memes and all of the jokes. Jalen Hurts is going to be filming himself shopping at Target, or he's going to be a UPS driver, and Sirianni going to be gone. They're trying to bring back Doug. Howie Roseman needs to be fired too. Jeff Allure needs to sell the team. I mean, it's bad. I mean, they literally won the Super Bowl like 6 years ago, and they were in the Super Bowl last year. But there's a lot of problems going on with the Eagles. The switch from Sean Desai to Matt Patricia ruined that defense. The defense wasn't very good to begin with. Although, wasn't Jalen Carter like in the Hall of Fame in the first couple weeks of the season? Or wasn't the trade for Kevin Byard like Howie Roseman does it again? No, Byard was ass. Carter was sort of inert the last part of the season. A.J. Brown probably going to be forced to trade, but I don't know, man. Again, I love to see it. Something I don't love to see, though. So for all the hatred of the Eagles, I've always had the utmost respect for Jason Kelce. Even though his brother is kind of a toolbox, but whatever. I respect Jason Kelce. He played the game the right way. He's always heart and hustle. He's a physical freak too, by the way. And also, Garrett Bradbury was only drafted because of Jason Kelce. Because basically the Vikings were like, hey, Garrett Bradbury, undersized physical freak center, just like Jason Kelce. It's going to work out. I don't know, but him coming in as a late-round pick out of Cincy, doing the damn thing, and he is one of the best to ever have done it, and he deserves to be a first-ballot Hall of Famer, and frankly, it kind of sucks that the Eagles ruined his last season, but, got a successful podcast. His brother's dating like a pop superstar or something, so I've heard. I don't know, man, but again, Jason Kelce, one of the best to ever do it. TBD who takes over at center. So they got Cam Jurgens from Nebraska, who I really liked. Also, they got Landon Dickerson, who's been great at guard, but also does have center experience too from his days at Florida State and Alabama. So there you go. So Tomlin has already announced to his players he's going to be back and working on a long-term deal. But what if things don't work out? Because a lot of people say a lot of things and things don't work out. But Chris Mueller, who's media person in Pittsburgh, not claiming any special knowledge or anything like that, but based on some of the conversations I've been having, I think yesterday was Mike Tomlin's last game as Steelers head coach. Not even sure what percentage confidence I put on it, other than say I would go above 50%. So it would be so wild where if you have an offseason where, well, first off, Mike Vrabel, who's a very solid coach, although I think that Vrabel might sit this one out until he finds the perfect spot. But Pete Carroll is out and technically a free agent. Belichick out and a free agent. I mean, what if Tomlin's just gone? And I feel like hell. Also, I have in the back of my mind, I feel like Andy Reid might retire after this season, no matter what happens. But with Tomlin, I mean, how many teams around this league would just completely axe their head coach and just hire Tomlin in 2 seconds? I love and respect what Kevin O'Connell has done, but I would take Tomlin. I would take Tomlin and Flores on the same staff again, like that. Now, Tomlin's problem is that he's too loyal to his assistants, and also he doesn't really have. Actually, I don't even think he has a coaching tree. Like, when's the last Tomlin assistant that's gone on to big things? I don't really know. So, I mean, does he insulate himself with the S-men? Maybe. Is he too loyal to guys who clearly aren't getting it done? Evidenced by Matt Canada? Maybe, but I'll roll that dice, man. I'll roll those dice. Kevin O'Connell, I love you. I think that you could be a great head coach someday. We know that Tomlin's a great head coach. That's all, man. Something that is great, too. So, Lions, did you know that they won their first playoff game since 1991? Perhaps you've heard about it. But apparently the tickets to their divisional round game are going to be kind of expensive. It's from ML Football. Breaking: tickets to the Lions Buccaneers is most expensive divisional round ticket of all time on record at TickPick, way over $700 for standing room only tickets. I didn't even know that Ford Field had standing room only tickets. I assume they just put those in. They're just like, hey, you can come in, stand on the rail, sure. But the only downside of this is, so they announced that season tickets are going to be raised like 36%, I believe, next season. So all of these Lions fans that have stuck around through some very bad football, some very inept football. We're talking about Charles Rogers and Mike Williams and Joey Harrington and Jumpin' John Kitna and the 0-16 and all the tough times. All the tough times. I mean, they showed that one jabroni who had been a Lions season ticket holder for 66 years. That's rough, man. That's rough. Also, do you know that Belichick was a special teams coach for the Lions? Back in the day. Hey, everyone poo-poos about the Vikings' existence going on and winning Super Bowls. You let Belichick out the door. And also, Belichick was literally a head coach of the Browns for 2 seconds. But, actually, and also the Jets, too. And I guess technically the Ravens, because they didn't fire Belichick until they officially, Modell officially moved to Baltimore. Anyways, but, yeah, I mean, the common fan getting jacked up and gouged out of their tickets kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Also, can you imagine how much tickets are going to be? So there's a doomsday scenario where the Lions beat the Bucks and then the Packers beat the Niners and then the Packers visit the Lions for the NFC title game. That would be my nightmare. Something that, I don't know, not my nightmare. I'm kind of neutral on this, but a rap sheet. Major offensive shakeup. The Saints are moving on from OC Pete Carmichael per me and Tal Passero, changing their offense for the first time since 2009. And yeah, Carmichael had basically been like the rubber stamp toady for stupid ass Sean Payton for all those years. And Dennis Allen appears to be remaining in power, and I think we know what's going to happen. So Gruden had visited with the Saints in training camp, and also there have been some talk about Gruden joining the staff for the Saints. I think 100% of the Saints are going to be like, F it. We know that some people have problems with John Gruden. We know that things didn't end well with him and the Raiders, but we're going to hire him, and he's going to be our OC. And he's going to work with Derek Carr again. I think 100% that's what's going to happen, because the Saints don't give a fudge what anyone thinks. And also the Saints are in cap hell, like literally in salary cap hell, because they don't have Thug Life Rob Brzezinski managing the books. That's all, man. Something that I'm going to be managing is college football is going to be back. So EA Sports, College Football 24, it's amazing. All right, so back in the day, you nerds running all the dynasty mode, and then all of a sudden you got Kent State winning the national title. Woo! I love it, man. I don't know why they stopped making this video game, but it's coming back July 12th. It's dropping, and it's an amazing time to be alive. It's an amazing time. Now, again, you can build like a franchise like, oh, I'm going to win with Georgia. I'm going to win with Alabama. I'm going to win with, well, I was going to say Texas, but that's not true. I'm going to win with Clemson. But no, you got to take an out-of-the-way school and get recruits, pay them. I don't care. And change conferences and keep leveling on up. Like Buffalo Bulls, why don't you come out tonight? I mean, turn the Buffalo Bulls, not the Buffalo Bills, the Buffalo Bulls into a national powerhouse. Let's go. That's the point of the game, man. Also, the point of the game is you play to win the game. And we put it out to you, the Jeromes, 2,000 voted. Would you rather see the Vikings go all in or full rebuild mode this offseason? About 2/3, 64.3% said all in. So all in would include, I don't know, re-signing Kirk, going after a quarterback of the future, spending money in free agency to keep Daniil, going after Christian Wilkins, all that stuff. Rebuild would be basically let Daniil go, let Cousins go, free up cap space, maybe trade some pieces, and then, yes, go all in for your quarterback of the future, and then rebuild from the studs up. I think that I understand people have issues with the competitive rebuild moniker, but I think that the Vikings can have their cake and eat it too. And I think that there is a world where, the Vikings have been rebuilding, letting go of luminaries like Thielen and Dalvin and Kendricks and whatnot, and also they need to start hitting on their draft picks because the 2022-2023 class, outside of like Addison and Pace, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe Mekhi Blackman a little bit too. But I would prefer all in because I'm an all in all the time kind of guy. You would know that if you played No Limit with me, but yeah, I think that you can have your cake and eat it too. The Vikings can go all in. They can go after Daniil and Wilkinson and bring back Kirk, as well as go after the quarterback of the future, which is really what the rebuild's about, besides the defensive line too. But I think that the Vikings can certainly do both. But that's it. That's it. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. Chet Holmgren is like way too thin. Skull, production value.